MirroR, tough loss. Reverse sweep, no, to make matters worse. Can you talk us through the match and how it felt in your mind?
Uh, in my mind, we were just lost. We were like confused, not as individual, but together as a team. And it was kind of my bad. Then end up map 4. Then it snowballed to map 5, and our mental wasn't correct. But if we play like how we play versus Shock, I think it would be fine. We got kind of complacent from the win that we got on Friday. So yeah.
How does that materialize does that mean your comms are more cluttered, or does nobody talk? What's the difference there?
It's just we didn't play together as a team. That's just all.
Right. Now, it seems to us that also based on the win rate that you had this year, that assault seems to be a pretty big issue for you guys. Like, so fine for Paris to get a map, I think, and then if assault comes after, I think you're currently at below 50% win rate on that map. It's by far map type. It's by far the worst map type. What's the problem with that one in particular?
I think any map type doesn't matter if we play correctly, like how we should play versus everyone in practice, and if we play like how we play versus Shock, then we should be fine. But we lost our mind and stopped playing together as a team. So yeah, we got reverse swap.
Now, in the first two maps, it looked actually pretty dominant overall. You guys got to play your type of comms. You played a bunch of Doomfist. What is it like playing Doomfist in this seemingly sombra meta that everyone seems to be using? At least, I mean, the first week of every tournament cycle is always a little bit confusing in terms of what people are running. Do you think you guys need to lean into that more, or is it strictly a map-based decision?
Uh Honestly, think just comfortable pick. Comfortable, and then we lean toward meta later. But if we think we can make it work, then we'll try our best to make it work.
Is Doomfist the comfort pick for you personally, or is there another hero where when your coaches say, okay, MirroR, you gotta practice this hero for this tournament cycle because this is meta, were you more excited for it?
We did try meta, but there's like the alternative of like this hero can also work versus the counter comp, and we can kind of make it work against the meta comp, which is like because there's no hero ban, so we end up back in rush normally. So Doom is good versus rush. That's why it's like a 50-50. It's like just comfortable pick for me.
Right. Now, most of the time, yes, you do play your comfort picks, but you're also sort of the player that very often for the Gladiators seems to be the solution for certain issues. Not only are you pretty flexible in terms of the DPS roster, in terms of project talent hit scan, but you also sometimes then, I mean, famously in the past switched between roles even. Are you sort of like the guy that pours into the roles that need fixing?
For Zarya, I have like past experience, so it was fine for me. I think I don't know much about Bad Break, but I was like, yeah, I can play. So yeah, that's how I swap pro.
Is this sort of like the nature of this team that you have to be sort of like in this almost hyperflex position because like your starters are also very strong mechanically. Of course, you on your top picks are also like, especially on Doomfist, are one of the strongest mechanical players. But is it just the nature of this team that you gotta be as flexible as possible?
Honestly, uh, it's more like my play style. I think it's like I always forward. Just if you start an action before the enemy do anything, we can always win. That's like kind of my style. So I think that's why sometime if it's like Monkey Zara meta, like you saw in stage 1, yeah, that's why I was on Zarya. Space good, but think sometimes different play style suits different way we play.
Makes sense, yeah. Now, of course, this week must feel like a roller coaster of emotions because first you beat the Shock in the nail biter, and now you lose this match in the nail biter. Where's the Gladiators in all of this? Where do you guys feel you are in this hierarchy, this tournament cycle?
We can be 20th or we can be first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no set play where we are. It just honestly, even if we win today, I don't think I would be even happy even.
Why?
Because play really bad.
Right.
It's not like how we usually play, but then yeah, it's like as I said, I cannot be first if we play as a team. If we don't play as a team, great individual skill from everyone. Everyone has like talent by themselves, but it's a 6v6 game.
Right.
You can't win Overwatch League by yourself. So that's why I said we can also be 20th.
Right. Now, I mean, this narrative that you guys came into the season with, a lot of people, based on Scrim Results and whatnot, had you guys like as one of the top positions, maybe even the most dominant team. And then it is the case, as you described, that sometimes it doesn't get together. Do you have like something tangible that we can understand why this happens?
Things like physical condition. Like some people don't get enough sleep. Some people don't eat enough. Like no breakfast in the morning. Some people have like different routine, like how them to warm up. Like I think people would take it like not as serious. They just think, oh, it's just a video game. I sit down, I play. If I get hungry, I'll eat later. Or if after scrim, I can relax and rest. But after all, it's like still work. You should be here on time, be prepared. Scrim is like basically your work hour, and you have to like fully focus it. And if you don't, then it's like just like a waste of time, and you like get lazy about it.
Right.
That's like what I see from our team. Yeah.
Were you having very positive Scrim results in the run up to this week?
The coming up to this week, as I said, is like it doesn't matter if like scrim result or anything.
Right.
If we play good, we'll play good. But if we just individuals, our mechanics individually are like probably like top. Maybe not me, but I believe the rest of my teammate. But there's like a thing is like called connect together as a team. If we don't do that, then it doesn't matter. So I don't really care about the scrim result. I don't even know it. I don't keep track of it. If our team play bad, even if we win, I'll just say we play bad. And we didn't play bad. Enemies play worse than us.
Right. Now, you're still pretty high up in the rankings. You, I mean, had a perfect stage, so to speak, last time around. The playoff qualification is not really threatened. At the same time, I assume you guys want to make it to a Y once. Is there any idea towards like it being an issue of confidence, or do you think it's really just down to finding the nuances on the day-to-day?
It's really just down to us. That we're the one who decide. It's not the enemy, or like whoever we play against. If I believe is like our style. And today we just lost our mind, and then that's why we lost today.
Right. Now, a pretty big difference, I assume, in the team environment is, of course, also that Kevster now came to the team. Does that make a difference for you guys, or is it pretty much the same to be in the same physical location as him?
Pretty much the same. It's just him physically being here, so it's like we don't have to worry about personal problem if internet cut out or something like that. So like it's easier to like monitor him with him around here in LA as well.
Right. You guys played with each other already, like in past teams like NRG and whatnot. Did you know how Kevster looked like before he showed up at the facility?
Yeah, I knew him for how he looks like for like 2 years already.
Right. And then, so it wasn't really like a huge reveal for you guys.
Yeah. No, I don't know for them, but for me, I knew him before already.
Right. Now, looking ahead, what do you think is the rest of the road for you guys in Summer Showdown? Can you guys still make a run?
We can make a run for it. We have 2 week break, and if we fix our individual mistake and as a team, as a whole, then I think we can make it to playoff.
Right. Is that a personal goal of yours to make it to Hawaii, or is it? Are you guys strictly focused on the end of season playoffs?
I think it's great to be in Hawaii, but it doesn't matter if you go to Hawaii and then next day you just like flop. So it's like probably the end of a season playoff is like what we focus on, and our as a team as well together.
Right. Then we say thank you for the interview and good luck in the preparation for the next matches.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.